Thank you.
Pedro Sanchez.
Pedro Sanchez, gracias. Pedro Sanchez, قول له راجل مزيان. قول له
Pedro Sanchez.
good, very good. جيد.
Bueno. Mucho bueno.
Bueno, of course, they're thanking the socialist leader of Spain, Pedro Sanchez. An estimated 60,000 African illegals from Morocco invaded Spain in just 2 days. Then, after a worldwide outcry, supposedly most of them are being sent back, but you just saw them there with Nick Shirley. Now, this invasion, that's what it was. Something out of a movie. I mean, as they poured into the city of Ceuta, this happening all because Spain's Supreme Court ruled that migrants who reach Spanish soil can't be deported without due process. Sound familiar, right? Now, Spain's Socialist Prime Minister Sanchez, he actually approved legal status to 500,000 illegals. So 60,000, that's a drop in the bucket. Now, many of these illegals were already in the streets shouting Allah Akbar. Yeah. The left claims everything has now returned to normal, but as you can see, the images telling quite the different story. Joining us now, Nile Gardiner. He's a former aide to Margaret Thatcher. Also with us, Art Del Cueto, former Border Patrol agent for over 2 decades. It's great to have you both, gentlemen. Let's start off with you, Nile. It's funny, I quoted Margaret Thatcher earlier about socialism. Socialism is great until you run out of other people's money. These 60,000 illegals, 10 million estimated, came in under the Biden administration. And now we're seeing the Democrat Party welcoming in these socialism, free everything for all. Socialism, where has it ever worked, Nile?
Well, that's a great question. Well, socialism has never worked. It's only left, I think, misery, poverty, and destruction in its path. And Pedro Sanchez, the socialist prime minister of Spain, has launched a series of absolutely disastrous policies, including a mass amnesty for illegal migrants in Spain. That's over 1 million people. Already 600,000 have been given work permits. And it's because of these kinds of absolutely insane far left policies that we're seeing this migrant invasion of Ceuta. Government figures said that around 50,000 people entered into Ceuta from Morocco. Some estimates put that figure much higher, 80, 90,000. And we still have large numbers of these illegal migrants, Islamic illegal migrants, still in Ceuta. And so I wouldn't believe a word what the Spanish government is saying. They claim that all the migrants have gone back. That's clearly not the case. This is an illegal invasion of Spanish territory in North Africa. And these are exactly the kinds of scenes that the democratic socialists of America would love to see repeated in the United States if they were in power. So this is a warning to America, definitely. What will happen if the socialists take control here in the United States, or retake control, I have to say, after the disaster of the Biden years?
I mean, Art, it's not about Morocco. We know that every time you allow these illegals come in, you import the third world, you become the third world. You see crime go up, you see rape go up. You saw in the UK that report that came out, 250,000 victims of grooming gangs. This is a safety issue. It's not just a policy issue. It's not even just about running out of money. This is suicidal empathy on full display. Why are they doing this? They're destroying their country. And you ever notice that when Muslims invade a country, it's never a Muslim majority country? Why, Art, is it always a Christian country?
I mean, obviously, because they want to expand. That's what it comes down to. But listen, how quickly have we forgotten? I'm a little upset over that one. How quickly have we forgotten? What you're seeing now happen in Spain, that was happening in the United States for the 4 years of the Biden administration. So for us to sit here and say, look, we don't want this to be repeated in America, repeated as in repeated again is what we should be saying, because it happened under the Biden administration. This is just a drop in the bucket compared to what was happening. I recently posted a picture and video in my social media, and I posted and I told people, this isn't Spain. This was America 3 years ago on our nation's borders. So that's the problem. We forget about it. And I'm going to tell you, this is a big reminder come midterms. We need to make sure that we pay attention come midterms, because we can go back to how we were before and definitely how Spain is now if we do not make the right decisions come midterms.
Nile, I have less than a minute. Could this come to the United States? I mean, we're already seeing what's happening to the UK and Europe and France and Italy and now Spain. I mean, it goes on and on.
Yeah, what's happening in Europe is absolutely horrific. It is a real nightmare, and it's an invasion on epic scale. And of course, Europe is filled with illegal migrants. I mean, there are literally millions upon millions of illegal migrants across Europe. And the scenes that we've witnessed in Ceuta over the past few days are horrendous. And this is also, without a doubt, it's an Islamist invasion of European territory, and many of those coming into Ceuta, into Spain, of course, have criminal backgrounds. They're the worst of the worst, which is why the Moroccan government wants to get rid of them, frankly. And undoubtedly, many of those coming in are Islamist terrorists as well. So we should be under no illusions with regard to exactly who's coming into Europe today.
Yeah, remember they said it was a conspiracy theory. Trump was being a racist when he said they were emptying the jails and the psychiatric hospitals.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
Nile and Art, thank you guys.
Thank
Thank you
you
very much.